Let's do data analysis for Lab 1 using Microsoft Excel. So I have two columns here. The X independent variable is going to be radius, which must be in millimeters, and the Y variable here, the dependent variable, is going to be mass, which is in grams. So you need to make certain that whatever measurements you put into your data analysis program, the radius and length must be in millimeters. Okay, so we need to convert these to LNs. We need a plot of ln of mass versus ln of radius. So just let me make two other columns here, ln r, and then, well, ln r for ln of radius, and ln m for ln of mass. Make these a little bit larger here, maybe 16. And let's see, we'll change the number to have maybe 5 significant figures, more decimal places. Let me widen these out here. All right, so what we can do then is we can put it in a function. You begin functions in Microsoft Excel with the equal sign. So equal ln for the ln function, left parentheses, then I'll click on the first data point for radius, which is here, right parentheses, enter. Similarly for mass, equal ln, left parentheses, click on the first number there, right parentheses, enter. Okay, so equal ln there it is. We're going to copy these down, click there, shift right arrow, copy, down arrow, paste. So I have all these data points here which I need to plot. So since our X variable is ln of R and the Y variable is ln of M, it's set up just the way it needs to be set up. So I'm going to select all the data points, shift, right arrow, down arrow, insert, chart. I want points and curves, so I'll click this one here. I will do a right click, move, do it again, right click, move chart to a new sheet, LNM versus LNR. It's a nice sheet, but it's all messed up. So we need to put labels on it. So we'll do quick layout and we'll choose the very first one. For title, drag my mouse across, LN mass versus ln radius. And let me select it again. I'll right click, font, and maybe 32. For Y axis, I'll click here, drag my mouse across that, ln mass, select it all again, right click, font, let's try an 18. For x-axis, click there, drag my mouse across, ln radius, select it again, right click, font, 18, enter. I'm going to change these numbers. I'll pick any value along the y-axis. I'll right click, format axis. For number, going down, I only want 1 decimal point. Okay, so that should work. That's fine. Click any number on the x-axis. Format x's. Again, we'll put get all those decimal points out of the way. Just choose one, enter. That looks good. Change the font. Actually, while I'm here, it looks like the scaling is wrong. I only need to go down to about 3. So I'll go up here. Minimum 3.0. Enter. Maximum, a little bit over 5, huh? Maybe 5.2. Oops. 5.2. There we are. As far as these markers go here. Let's see. Fill. I guess I need to select one. Marker. There we are. Solid fill. I'll make those points just a little bit larger. Okay, so I'll come down here and maybe 3.0. A little bit larger. I really don't need the series. I'll click there and hit delete. I'm going to change the font on the numbers. So I'll click on any number on the x-axis, choose font, right-click font, and maybe I go with a 16 there. Same thing on the y-axis. Choose any number, right-click, font. I'll do 16 as well. Looks okay. What else can I do here? Well, we need to have a regression line on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to right-click on this curve, add trend line, and we want it to be linear, which is already selected. Okay, so that looks good. I should display the r² value on that as well. And let's see. I actually don't see the whole trend line here. Linear. Automatic. Display equation on chart. That's what I didn't have before. Display R. All right, so let me click on that and see if I can move it a little bit. Okay. And then I'll click on this one. I'll delete that one there. This one is too small, so I'm going to select it all and change the font maybe to 20. And then there's one other thing. Instead of Y, it's better to have LN of mass. You could use them if you want. And for X, it's better to have LN of radius. Okay. You could use R if you like. So it's a little bit hard to select these things. There it is. That's better there. And the slope is 2.537 and the intercept is minus 10.746. The data that I'm using for this plot is incorrect. Okay, so don't try and use the same data that I just used here. You're going to need to save this. So you do File, Save As, let's see, Lab 1, Excel, Data, Analysis. Click Save. You're going to need to include a copy of this graph in your report. So you can take a snapshot. You could actually do a screenshot, copy it into a Word file or whatever. Okay, and then the data was back here. There's other ways to get slope and intercept. You can use a function. Let me make some room here. Slope equals intercept equals correlation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select those, and I'm going to do that. Then make some room over here. And I'm going to use some functions for these. Okay, maybe make these larger, easier to see. And maybe move this back in a bit. Right, to get slope, use the slope function equal, S-L-O-P-E, left parentheses, y data first, so I'll just select it all, comma, select all the x data, must be second, right parentheses, enter. And why didn't that work? Let's do number, use general formatting, and let's use 8 decimal places. H3. For some reason, it didn't select all the H's like it should have. Okay. For the intercept function, equal intercept, I-N-T-E-R-C-E-P-T, left parentheses, y data first, comma, x data, right parentheses, enter. Correlation coefficient equals C-O-R-R-E-L, left parentheses, y data, comma, x data, right parentheses, enter. And if you compare these numbers to the plot, we actually have the same slope and the same intercept as before. You got to do this one more time. You're going to need to make a ln of length versus ln of mass plot as well. With these lengths being in millimeters, on your data sheet there they are in inches. So you'll have to convert the inches to millimeters. And then, like I said before, you'll need to include 2 graphs with your final report. You'll need to be able to show the regression line over the points, and also show that regression equation with the slope and intercept, and copy that slope and intercept into your report. So again, we can save, and we're finished here.